The Texas Rangers haven't necessarily been having some of the best times lately. They recently had a dreadful 8-game losing streak, and since ending that losing streak, it's not like they've been winning a ton. They've been struggling. They've been blowing several games that they should have won. They were officially knocked out of first place, and going into this week's series against the Houston Astros, they were going to have to show up. At home in Arlington in front of their fans, it was a big series. The Rangers and Astros went into this 3-game series all knotted up with one another in the standings, so this would of course be a nice opportunity to win a series and send Houston packing with a 1-game lead over them. That'd be ideal, and things were looking pretty ideal to begin it. That is until things took quite a turn, and I'm not sure we've seen worse and more embarrassing beatings than the one we all just witnessed take place at Globe Life Field this week. If you're part of the 70% of viewers not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button and join the wonderful subscribers of the channel, as when Adolis Garcia connected for a walk-off home run against the Twins on Sunday to end that series, he and the Rangers let out a sigh of relief. They needed that win badly, and like I said, the Rangers were actually going well to kick things off against the Astros. Immediately, Corey Seager would demolish a baseball way up into right center field to give the Rangers a 2-0 lead. Skip ahead to the third, and a Mitch Garver single up the middle would plate the game's third run. 3-0 Rangers. Skip ahead to the top of the fourth, and Andrew Heaney continued to dominate, getting Kyle Tucker to ground into a double play, followed by a harmless foul pop-up by Jose Abreu, 4 scoreless innings, and a 3-0 Rangers lead. Unfortunately, Heaney couldn't even get through the fifth. Run after run after run, eventually getting taken out of the game. In the bottom of the fifth, though, Corey Seager stepped up yet again, smoking a solo shot to give the Rangers back the lead. But unfortunately for the Rangers, Houston was in their groove now, hitting back-to-back home runs in the top of the sixth, getting their first lead of the game, and they never looked back the entire series. Mitch Garver would then connect for a bomb to tie the game up, and at this point you're probably thinking this is going to be a high-scoring, close-game slugfest, and I mean it was a slugfest for Houston. The Astros went on to score not 1, not 2, but 6 times in the top of the 7th, capped off by a Yainer Diaz 3-run shot to make it 11-5 Astros. Mauricio Dubon and Jose Altuve would then go back-to-back for the second time that night, this time in the 9th, as the Astros turned what once was a close game into a laugher, winning it 13-6. Ouch. Well, good news for the Rangers, there's always tomorrow. But bad news for the Rangers, there's always tomorrow. Nathan Eovaldi, who is the ace on this Rangers staff, would get pummeled right out of the gate, giving up a leadoff bomb to Altuve before giving up a couple more runs before Altuve would yet again go deep in the second inning, making it 4-0 Astros. Dane Dunning would come in to replace Eovaldi and would be left out there to die and sacrifice himself for the rest of the Rangers bullpen, throwing 97 pitches over the course of 5 1/3 innings, giving up 9 runs on 11 hits, 3 of which were home runs, as the Astros went on to win the game 14-1. Oh, and Altuve added on another homer for shits and giggles in the 3rd inning, meaning he hit 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of this game, and that's after he connected for 2 the previous night. So when I said the Astros never looked back after taking their first lead of the series back in Game 1, I meant it. They never trailed again the entire series. Max Scherzer took the ball to attempt to turn things around for his team going up against Justin Verlander, and he'd fail miserably, with the Astros immediately jumping out to a 2-0 lead on a Yordan Alvarez 2-run shot in Game 3, and in the second, Michael Brantley would then connect for a solo homer, and this is when the Rangers officially started to die. Adolis Garcia would leap up trying to rob Brantley's home run, only to come crashing down and hurt his knee, having to be taken out of the game. Skip ahead to the 3rd, and Jose Abreu would smack a grand slam to make it 7-1 Astros. Jose Abreu would hit another home run in the 9th, followed by a Chas McCormick home run for yet another back-to-back home run performance by the Astros in this series. It's 12-3 at this point, and it'd stay that way, with the Astros soundly sweeping the Rangers in one of the more brutal whoopings you'll ever see. In this game, Rangers second baseman Marcus Semien went 4 for 4 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. The rest of the entire Rangers lineup combined for just a single hit, so in other words, just one more guy in that lineup got a hit. If anyone was questioning who is the better team between the Texas Rangers and Houston Astros, I think we all got a pretty definitive answer this week. I mean, talk about an absolute masterclass on exactly what to do if you're the Astros, and an absolute masterclass on exactly what not to do if you're the Rangers. I mean, this series went from a pretty good and competitive game in the first 6 innings of Game 1 to the Rangers just deciding to start throwing batting practice the rest of the series. I can't imagine a much worse feeling the Rangers can take away from what just transpired over these last 3 games. They get absolutely schooled in all 3 of them at home. Adolis Garcia screwed up his knee. You're now not only 3 games back of first place now, but you're currently out of a playoff spot. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than this. We still have a few weeks left, and if you've been watching baseball for more than 5 minutes, you'd know that anything can happen. And when I say anything, I mean anything. But this very well may have just ended the Texas Rangers season, just getting absolutely humiliated on your home turf by your biggest rival. This is also the last they'll be seeing the Astros unless they make the postseason and face them there, so again, they still have a chance to make it, but this really looked like the unofficial end to at least the chances at the Rangers winning the division, and maybe even getting to the postseason. Let me know what you think, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.